Hey there, Motivated Mamas. Jen here with another Monday motivation video. Thank you for joining me. So today I want to talk about me time. Do you remember me time? Well, the thing is, we all need time to unwind, decompress, relax, center ourselves, whatever you want to call it. We all need that time at the end of the day. But how do you get it? Right? Like, you're like, yeah, Jen, I know that we all need that time, but I have so much to do. Yeah, I know. I have so much to do. I get it. Our job literally never ends. Well, in this video, I want to share a few tools I use at the end of the day to try and get the work done so that we can get to that sweet, quiet time that we desperately need. All right? So, quick disclaimer, you're not going to want to hear it. I don't want to say it, but it's true and it's got to get said. Before I get into these tricks, tools, tips, hacks, whatever you want to call them, if you're succumbing to time wasters throughout the day, that relaxing time is never gonna come. Okay? I'm not talking about taking breaks that you need and have set aside in your day. I'm saying, like, when you know that you should be doing something, but you're like, oh, I'm just gonna like spend 5 more minutes on Facebook instead and pretend that that's not happening. You know what I mean, right? It's the same as hitting snooze in the morning. Like, you're late all day if you hit snooze in the morning. It's like that. Like, you're taking that relaxing time, you're actually taking it from the end of your day, and you're pushing your work off till later. So, anyway, not succumbing to time wasters is probably the most beneficial thing that you can do. But that's not one of my tools. My tools are, it's the end of the day, you're already there, it's gone how it's gone, it's been good, it's been bad, you've done a great job and been super productive, you've not done a great job and maybe watched some Grey's Anatomy. I do that sometimes. Tip number 1 is delegate. Guys, I know it's hard because you're like, oh, when I tell other people in the house to do anything, they're like, oh, mom, they throw fits pretty much. They don't want to do that. They whine. They like go slow and they do a bad job. And you're like, fine, I'll do it. Then they won. They're doing it on purpose. That is the goal. They know instinctively that if they do a bad job, you won't ask them to do it again. Okay, so you have to be a little creative with this. As a person, you know that you like incentives, right? Well, your kids need incentives too. So make a list of all the things that need to be done and then pick things to delegate that they like to do. For example, my almost 8-year-old, turning 8 next week, he loves to take out the trash. He makes him feel like such a big boy to take out the trash and like be in the front yard by himself. He walks all slow and proud with the trash bag over his, shoulder, but he loves to do it. So I make that one of his jobs, is to take out the trash. Now also one of his jobs is to pick up surfaces. Now, because we are very minimal, this is easy for children to do, because if they look at the bench and there's anything on it, they need to pick it up because there should be nothing on it. If they look at my coffee table and there's anything on it, they know to pick it up because there shouldn't be anything on it. Now, if you have a house that's like very decorated and you've got like candles and centerpieces or flower vases, and maybe you switch these things out a lot, that makes that kind of a hard job for kids to do because they struggle to see through this stuff. And they can't always they can't see it. They can't see the stuff and separate it from the other stuff because it all looks like stuff, you know? So that might not be the best one for you. Oh no, I'm wasting time. Anyway, delegate. My 3-year-old, he builds a shoe tower. That's his job. At the end of the day, I say, all right, Leonidas, go build a shoe tower. And he goes and gets all the shoes from all over the house and he builds a tower in the corner. And he's so proud of his tower and he thinks it looks so great. The thing is, I had to pick up those shoes anyway. Might as well have someone else do it. You know, the trash had to go out. Might as well have someone else do it. You don't have to have them do the jobs that they don't want to do. You know, you don't have to have them wash dishes if they don't like to do that. But there's enough to do to share the load. So delegate, delegate, delegate. Tip number 2 is set a timer. It's the end of the night. You got all the kids in bed. Everyone else is clocked out, right? Everyone else is done for the day, but you look around and your house is a wreck. and there's stuff to do for the morning and nothing is done, and you start to feel overwhelmed and almost like crying because you know that you have to go to bed in 40 minutes and there's so much to do. Well, set a timer for a portion of that time and make sure it's short. If you only have 40 minutes, then spend 10 minutes, not more, only 10 minutes. Set the timer and get as much done as you can. Now, the key here is prioritizing. Make sure you have a list, guys, of things that you know have to be done so that you can look at that list and get those things done first, all right? This is something you can do throughout the day so that when this time comes, this like set a timer and kick it out time comes, you can get it done. Now, after you get all those have-tos done, run out the timer. Get as much done as you can. Everything you do tonight, you don't have to do tomorrow. So get as much done. But then once the timer goes off, let it go. Let it go, move on, separate. Now, it's okay if sometimes you don't get the relaxed time at the end of the day, but it shouldn't be a habit. You really should be setting that time aside and respecting it. No, I need this time. I'm going to take this time so that I can be my best self. I need this time to pray, take a shower, watch some TV, do some yoga, whatever it is that you might do. All right, so tip number 3, no one is gonna like this. It is probably the least popular and most effective throughout the day. And this is something you do throughout the day, not in the evening. Throughout the day, swap out your social media breaks that you give yourself for speed clean breaks. I know, you're like, well, didn't you already say that? You shouldn't be wasting time during the day. No. I'm saying when you plan to have little 5-minute snippet social media breaks, trade them out. And here's why. Because a lot of times when we feel like we need a break, what we actually need is to fix the problem that's overwhelming us, making us feel like we need a break. You might genuinely need a break, or you might need your space to be clean and not so overwhelming so that you feel calm. Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we actually need to get the work done, and you have to kind of feel it out. But if you will take just one day, and every time you have that overwhelmed feeling like, oh, I need to take a break, try to set a 5-minute speed clean timer just first. Maybe don't even swap it out. Maybe just if you're gonna take a 10-minute break, do a 5-minute speed clean timer, right? And see if that doesn't help save you some time by the end of the day. You'd be surprised how much you can get done in 5 minutes. Anyway, guys, those are all my tools for the day. Delegate, set a timer, and swap out your social media breaks for speed clean timers. I guess those two seem the same, but they're not. They're totally different. It's a totally different thing. Anyway, that's really it for this video. I hope you implement a couple of these tools and that they kind of help you get that relaxing time at the end of the day that I know you need. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in any more Monday motivation videos, you can either tune in next week or check out the playlist. If you're interested in other kinds of motivation videos, I do cleaning, organizing, DIY, pretty much just how I streamline my home. That's the kind of stuff I share to hopefully inspire you guys to kind of streamline your home as well. So again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and I will catch you next time. Bye.